y'all disrespecting King. I come through there with for claim they doing dirt and get to just disinfecting the scene.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Called the epitomizer of getting dark. I will spit a geyser that'll be skies on the charts to fit a liger of bars. I'm feeling like the dying on the permanent throne. Like the Quran, you can get. It's smelling like a megaphone and coupe. Going into an extra zone in the booth. Flowing into the headphones, a microphone in the news.
This is Boston Celtics. At shooting, Jalen Brown. At center, Al Horford. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. At the guard position, Kyrie Irving. The head coach of the visiting team is Brad Stevens. And now, introducing your Milwaukee Bucks. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 31, John Henson. At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 19, Anderson Ilyasova. Starting at point guard, 6'1" inches, number 6, Eric Bledsoe. At the other guard position, standing 6'8", number 22, Chris Middleton. The 6'4", Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks.
It's the Eastern Conference on display, featuring the Boston Celtics. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, Dave Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Despite a very successful road trip, it's got to be nice to return home and play in front of their loyal fans.
And you know this, Kevin, there is no place like home. It's always nice to be in those familiar surroundings around those that cheer for you, the family, the friends. Home is home, and there just isn't any place like it.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Irving at point with Brown to his side to the backcourt. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. No good on the 3.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Stolen by Henson. Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Irving, and he gets it back. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Irving kicks to Williams. Irving passes to Horford, stolen by Henson. And just about a minute into the first quarter, and stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Chris Middleton with Baby Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Now here's Bledsoe. A 17-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think has no chance to get to.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Celtics making a switch here. Smart's check in. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Ilyasova kicks to Bledsoe. And the layup is good. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the game.
Not lacking confidence in his scoring ability inside, Bledsoe knows he can do damage from there.
Here's Williams. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And this is what it's all come to. The end of the season power rankings. You take a look at the Bucks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for Boston, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Here's Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? You can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
Middleton hits them both. And you look at Chris Middleton, Clark. What doesn't he do well?
You know, there's not much. He does a little bit of everything well. He's a smart, versatile defender. He can command the double team with his scoring and punish the double team with his passing as well. He can hurt you a lot of different ways, Kevin.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-pointer. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Boy, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
He hits Brown with the drive over Middleton. Smart kicks to Williams. Boston, no good that time either. Milwaukee lead by 4. Bledsoe looking it over. Pass to Henson. Brown against Middleton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
They seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum's with them.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Ilyasova. Celtics also with a sub. Morris is checked in.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Milwaukee?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Here's what Milwaukee's doing right now. Johnny Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA bucket.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for his shot.
The Celtics have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Jennings. His last outing, he had 8 points. Lopez outside. The pass to Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. Brogdon finds Ilyasova. Jennings in the corner. Shot clock at 5. 14 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jennings has had his first points of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, and you know, Tatum's a solid scorer on the interior, getting the position he wants and needs, and then cashing in.
Snell dishes to Jennings. Back to Snell. Smart trying to break free. Snell, that's good. Snell's got his first basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside. It's working like a charm.
Smart kicks to Horford. The kick out to Brown. Back to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
I'll tell you, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And so is Jennings with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 4. Passes it to Snell. Bangs home the trifecta. Snell's got 5 points so far.
Hey, that's exactly what they want Jennings to do out there. He's clever, and he's a guy who knows how to set up his teammates flawlessly. And you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Brandon Jennings. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Brown. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the inside, Lopez. Yep, it counts.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
Inside. Here's Hayward, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston making a switch here. And he's good on the second.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Dellavedova, the pass. 2 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
Up around 80% for a career. Lopez more than comfortable earning his points at the charity stripe.
That one is no good. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. He spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen. Whether you're giving him advice, even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and shout the next play, and that's special. You don't have many guys.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Listen, early on taking the lead, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Kyrie Irving. Also, Smart out there. Hayward out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the power forward. You're always looking for guys with confidence, but then some guys maybe go a little bit too far with that element. The efficiency level will drop below their talent level. There are guys that can be swayed by that.
Yeah, you're right. And it's a mixed bag with those kind of guys because talent is always on display, and it's hard not to appreciate it, but the inconsistency is frustrating. Perhaps the guy who maybe epitomizes that is Lance Stevenson, because when he's good, he can give you a lot of stuff at both ends. When he's sideways, he can hurt you a little bit too.
Now here's Hayward following the miss by Brook Lopez. And the shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in paint.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Snell. Rebound Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
And, you know, you see teams relying on the three ball more and more nowadays. It's a big part of the game, and they made it rain out there in a big way.
Dellavedova kicks to Bogdan. Over Irving. Milwaukee, no good that either. Boston trailing. Baines finds Irving. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just ball movement.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit, toughness they played with. You got to be focused to do that, and they were.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here's Williams. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
Another shot. And it's good on the way in. Henson's got his first points of night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
And a season after he won the most improved player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Irving kicks to Williams. Fires for three. And Irving gets it to go on the assist. Williams. Irving's got the game tied up here for Boston. Bucks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Dellavedova, the pass to Middleton. Feet to Antetokounmpo. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
It's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jennings is checked in. Then for the Celtics, Al Horford. He's checked in for Daniel Tice. Morris comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. And that one is good. And that's now 7 points for Jaylen Brown.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Bledsoe and another basket for Milwaukee.
A great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
The Celtics have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for John Henson. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jennings finds Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo against Irving. Here's Ilyasova. And Boston with a rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. Averaging about 16 points, just over 2 steals and 3 assists. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position, then uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
It's back to Jennings. To the paint. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Brown, good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. Got a piece of inside. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Horton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Good. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
He has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Now here's Jennings. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It'll go. The Boston lead cut to just 1 point on the basket from Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Horford, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not up on it.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Irving. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, their shooting accuracy on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And now, Jack, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were. Their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the building downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Middleton and Giannis around the wings. Up front, you have Silva and Henson. And it's Bledsoe in at the one. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Williams with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Irving. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bucks trail by 5. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the right block, and that one goes long. Boston leading by 5. Here's Horford. Back to Brown. Great D that time for Middleton. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their next game playing home as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. 1-on-1 here. Here's Irving. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That hit him his 4th foul of the game. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Milwaukee. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Gordon Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown. Bucks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Good on the triple. Irving's got 19 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
I'm dropping delights is what I call it.
Yes, he's passed. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Silva. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum missing his shot. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Now here's Irving. 19 points in the game. Shots good by Baines.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Bucks trail by 6. To the inside. And slam dunk by Henson.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now. Inactive, and usually that leads to good things.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Silva. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jason Tatum. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. Back to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Brogdon's got his bucket of the night.
And you know what? When you guess wrong in the pick and roll with Brogdon, he burns you. Nicely done.
Just late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Smart on the wing. Pass to Tice. Back to Smart. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 13 points in the game. Celtics leading to 4. That's in for his 8th tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
Impressive fadeaway right there. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points.
No, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Brendan Jennings, he's checked in for Brogdon.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in steals. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Here's Dellavedova, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Now just a 2-point Boston lead. 4 seconds set from the shot and game clocks. Hayward on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Irving's comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip around and get him a good look.
Dellavedova scanning the floor. Right side, Antetokounmpo. That shot off. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Celtics lead by 4. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. How about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. This 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics, Hayward and Moore is your small and power forwards. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Count the basket. Jennings has got the 4th quarter start here with a bucket for the Bucks.
And, you know, for a bite-sized guy, Jennings feels comfortable getting busy inside. That's a bit ironic, but I like his confidence and his aggressiveness inside.
Now here's Bledsoe after Gordon Haywardness. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Hayward. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Hayward. 14 points for Jaylen Brown.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Horford against Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him. No, I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez, and Middleton subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton inside the 3-point line to take the lead. And it's Ilyasova letting it in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told them that they're getting it done in the paint. He said, they can't guard us inside, guys. Keep taking it to them. Pound it down low. Let's see if they keep it up, Kevin.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Williams' shot is off. The Bucks have gotten 4 or 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now here's Irving. Tatum passes to Horford, and Henson sends it back, and he's able to get it back. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. Free throw drops for Al Horford.
And I really like the uniqueness of Al Horford's game. I mean, he's a big man with a versatile skill set. He makes threes, he can score inside, he defends. He's a guy that is an inside-out matchup problem for most.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, guarded by Tatum.
And with the lead in hand, they should not be settling for jump shots.
I agree with you. Keep working the ball inside, attack the rim, put pressure on the defense. They've gone to the line a lot less this season, and that's because they haven't attacked as much.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Ilyasova can't. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum drives in. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton, hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contact and gets himself to the line.
Middleton hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston's gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. He kicks to Tatum. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Bledsoe, good look, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Irving finds Williams. Back to Irving. And Williams, here we go. It's rebound by Ilyasova. The Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they want to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And he is unable at the second one.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe. He's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Middleton against Brown, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Middleton, the former second-round pick now, has put a lot of work in on his game. I mean, a ton of work. Really carving out a nice spot in the league as a result of his hard work.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. That one falls.
A good score inside and defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Got loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Here's Bledsoe. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum, Kevin, has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Bledsoe against Tatum. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Passes to really open. Nails the triple.
That is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing them deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now here's Middleton. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that more in the driver's seat.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
This is it. This one's over, folks. Too little, too late.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back, in my mind. Like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Jason Tatum with a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for you. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they're happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. What are your expectations for the team right now?
Very high. You know, everyone's been coming together. You know, we've been excited to close the season the right way, and now you know we're gearing up for a great run in the playoffs.
Looks like you're rounding into form. Thanks again, Brooke. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.